Hey, I started
Hey,
recording, sorry.
oh,
I should I like
you gotta tell me when you start recording because last time you started recording in the middle of me talking about random ass shit, and then I was like, oh, I didn't realize you were recording.
it's like we want the casualness of conversation to start out.
No.
Well, I guess we didn't agree on that. Okay, should we have like some sort of like good morning, listeners? Sunday. Again, we're still
Uh,
figuring this out. Hello, my name's
yeah,
Caitlin,
I'm Becca.
and this is the second episode of the Penfriends podcast.
I still love that name so
It's such a good
much.
name. I
Hmm.
told my one of my friends at work, she was like, I went through and I tested out names on her. Shout out to Rachel because I know she's going to listen to this because she was really excited. But I told her what the actual name of the show was, and she was like, that's the most adorable thing. And so,
Yeah, I
yeah,
think it fits us well.
I think so too. Hey, is Mally still in the room? You kept Mally.
No, I threw Mally out of the room, but now I think both of them are throwing their bodies up against the door. So if any of that picks up on my audio, that will probably happen, I'm sure, because I'm sitting right next to the door.
It might.
But it's fine.
Whatever. They just want to participate.
They do.
They
Mally's an attention whore. So,
they adjusted well to the new place though, right? Did they adjust pretty well?
yeah,
Yeah.
pretty well. They go outside now onto our deck,
Oh,
both
that's
of
so
them.
fun. Oh, I want to
Yeah,
come
which
visit.
is, I know, you'll have to come visit. It's super fun.
I should one more time before I go off out of state for the summer. I'll try doing that.
Yeah. When do you go out of state?
The 23rd of May is my first day. It's also my move-in
Okay.
day. So, move-in day is the 23rd. I don't know if we're starting that day or not. Like that might be like orientation or things like that, but
Mhm.
yeah, it's weird that we're moving me in on a Tuesday because it's a Tuesday and like my
Mhm.
mom or my dad have to take off school. I think my dad is going to take off school
Mhm.
to take me. But yeah, it sucks not having a car of your own just to drive. But Jeremy offered to drive me too, and I was like, no, I mean, you're probably going to be working or doing something, so don't worry
Mhm.
about it. He's going to come and like visit me like 2 days later. I know he is. Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. That was my cat. I don't know what he's doing.
I didn't hear any of that, so I
Oh,
don't know.
okay. All right, never mind then. Forget I said anything. Um, so anyway, any interesting things happened this week, my dear?
Um, Not really. I mean, I found out today where I'm gonna be next year, what
That's
classroom I'm
awesome.
gonna be in and everything. I teach in a half day room right now, and I'm gonna be in full day next year, which I'm used to way more.
Right.
So I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, you think that's
Other
going to be
than,
better?
I think that it'll be better because it's half as much work, and I'm more used to doing full day because when I was student teaching, it was full day, and it's gonna be way easier to schedule wise to set up a daily
Mm.
routine with my kiddos. So I'm pretty excited about that. Let me think, what else happened? Oh my gosh, me and Josh went shopping. Well, Josh went shopping yesterday before he came to pick me up from work because he didn't work. And then he brought me back to the mall. I don't know why he didn't just wait for me to get out of work. But we went to a Brookstone. Do you know
Yeah.
what that is?
Yeah,
I've
they're like all
never
that weird stuff. All that
yeah.
weird tech stuff.
And we found these really cool headphones that are like bone conductor. So instead of
What?
in your ear, you set it just outside because it vibrates the bone and you hear it like it goes through your middle ear instead of starting like your outer ear, then middle, then, chain to the inner ear where you actually interpret sound. And so I can wear them and not have to take my hearing aids out.
Right. That's awesome. That sounds
And
really
I'm
cool.
like, I need these. And so Josh got a pair for me and he got a pair for himself because he was geeking out about them. They're
Oh
really
man.
expensive, but so worth it.
Oh yeah,
But
absolutely. Because I
yeah,
know having to take them. I know it's not like a difficult process taking the hearing aids
yeah,
in and out, but I mean, it's It's gotta
It's
be.
annoying.
It's gotta be annoying. Yeah.
Hmm.
That's really cool. I always see at
Yeah.
Brookstone they have like weird robot-y stuff
Hmm.
and like. Do they sell the Ariana Grande cat headphones there?
Yes.
I want
I
those.
wanted some so bad. Those were the coolest things I've ever seen.
If they had a microphone, we'd be like, we'd change the
I
podcast
know.
name, we change it,
Yes,
and we'd just be cats.
we would because I'm obsessed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, I had a pretty, I don't know, normal week. What about you? Did you do anything exciting?
I went to IKEA again with
Oh,
Jeremy, and he had a $75 gift card from when he moved into the apartment around Christmas time, and it was a Christmas gift, and he spent $75 on getting more little stuff that he got, but he also got a new shelf. He was like, "It's green. It's my favorite color." And I was like, "All right, then get it. Like, why are you asking? Why are you saying this to me? It's your money. I'm just here for the ride." Um, Plus, IKEA is just so entertaining. They were playing some good
uh-huh.
music though. Pro tip though, there was like no one in there on a Wednesday afternoon. Like
Really?
during the workday, it was so dead. It was I was
Hmm.
I was living for it. I was sitting on all those couches. I was laying on all those beds.
I can imagine that you were.
I was dancing. He really, I was not saying appropriate things because there was no one around. But then people were starting to appear as soon as I was saying not so nice things, and he was like,
Of
"Maybe you could
course.
not." And I was like, "Okay, that's
Oh,
all right." No, it's fine. I embarrass him sometimes. It's good. And
that's
then
so funny.
we came home. We like sped home as fast as we could, because my old drama department, the advanced drama class, which is the class you have to audition for when you're like a junior or senior, was having like their yearly, their class wide production that they do.
Hmm.
And when I was in high school, there was only one advanced drama class, and it was like, but now there are so many kids who want to do drama. There are now two drama classes. So,
Wow.
like, 60 people were in the show, and it was about zombies, and it was like I forgot what it was called. All I need to know I learned from being a zombie or something, and it was like this weird mashup where humans and zombies like live in the same society. It was comedic. It was really funny, but
That's so strange.
every kid was in one little vignette throughout this like play, and
Oh,
because there's like 60 of them, so Lauren's friends were in it, and so we went with my sister, Lauren. I never said her name out loud. And that was enjoyable. And I saw my old drama teacher. She gave me free chocolate, and she was like, "Thanks for coming back." And I was like, "I remember how crazy it was with one class," and like she was like, "Yeah, having two is is pretty fun."
yeah.
So yeah, it was good. It's
That's
weird going
cool.
back and seeing high school shows like after doing
Hmm.
university theater for like so long, but you know, long way to go. But it was good production. She puts on good shows. She does a
That's
really nice
good.
job. Like she holds her students, I'm gonna say, to like some of our professors'
Hmm.
standards. Absolutely. So yeah.
That's always good because I feel like when theater is done in high school, it's kind of like brushed off a lot. I mean, that's just how it is in America and lots of places. The arts are not given
Yeah.
the respect that they deserve, obviously. But I feel like if more of them like held that higher standard, it would prepare kids better for if they wanted to pursue that in college. Because we used to see a lot of the freshmen come in thinking that they were like the top dog because they got cast in a lot of stuff in high school, and it's like this is a whole nother ball game.
Yep.
So,
A
mhm.
different fish in a ball game.
Yeah.
You're a small fish on the field.
You used to be in the outfield, now you're the catcher.
Ooh. Now you're benched. Go sit down, Jason. We know no one knew Jason. I was thinking really hard of saying a name of someone we actually didn't know.
We knew a lot of people,
We
so
knew
that
a
would
lot of
be
people, but none of them were
really
Jasons.
difficult. Nope, no Jason.
So if you're listening to this, you're thinking, did she really mean to say my name? Probably. Uh,
Definitely. You
yeah,
know who
definitely.
you are.
You know who you are. Um, so yeah.
Oh.
Nothing
So,
else happened this week with me. Oh,
y-
tonight's my last night at work. I told you that earlier.
yeah.
So I'm really excited because I went in to check my schedule thinking I had another full week and I don't. So tonight's really nice. I'm doing dishes again, but we have the fork. Does Josh have the fork at his store?
Mm-mm.
Oh man,
I
this is
know what
gonna
it is
be.
though because Graveyard Girl.
Mhm.
Do you ever watch Bunny?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
She did like a sponsored video
With the
with it.
forks.
Yeah.
It's like they're so meta about how useless it is. There's literally
Hmm.
a sign in our crew room that says usefully useless, and I'm like, yeah, it is. And
Yeah.
so this is like the one and only day we have them, and honestly, they might be out by the time I get in at like, when do I
Oh
go in? Like
man,
7 o'clock. I really want one. I might
I
text someone
want
to
one.
save one. If I
Hmm.
find some, I'll save some for you because honestly,
Okay, please.
um, why though? It like doesn't. Anyway, so the internet's going crazy about that. So I might take a video with me using it. I never eat fries. I try my best to avoid most of the food when I work at McDonald's, but tonight will be like my last feast, and then I'll be done. I'll be done with fast food for a while. The sad thing is
Speak.
though,
Hmm.
oh no, what were you gonna say?
No, go ahead.
Oh, you sure? Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
this is awkward. Well, so I go home every night with a high C orange because I'm avoiding pop. Mostly, I like the sweet taste, but it doesn't have the caffeine. So I'll like
Uh-huh.
take it home and like sip on it the next day, like I am doing right now. But we're also getting rid of high C orange, and we were on our
I
last
saw
bag.
that.
We were on our last bag last night, and she was like, "This is gonna be your last night, probably, to get high C orange." I was like, "What's the point of coming into work if I can't get a high C orange at the end of the day?" I was like,
Oh
I'm
my
calling
God.
off. I'm not a no call, no show on my last day. You're gonna have to close without me. Oh man, I'm not that. I'm not like that. I'll just get something else, like a Sprite, something, whatever
So,
tropical Sprite we're getting. I
yeah.
don't know. Anyway,
Hmm. So,
so
like, the speaking of things that are trendy and blowing up on the internet that the internet's freaking out about,
yeah.
did you ever get your hands on a unicorn frappuccino
No, I
from
didn't.
Starbucks? Me
Um,
either.
my friend, my other friend Rachel. This is a different Rachel.
Hmm.
She wanted to go and get them with me, but I worked that day, so I couldn't go. And
Oh.
she said as soon as she said she went to like three different locations, or
Hmm.
like two or three in her city. She's like one or two cities away from me.
Hmm.
Um, and she was like, they were all gone. They were gone in the
Hmm.
morning. They were so gone.
Yep.
They were gone, girl.
They were gone in like Starbucks. They're saying, anyway, the story is that Starbucks vastly underestimated the amount that they would sell. So they thought that they would sell like 20 a day or
Yeah.
something like that. And so again, I was watching one of Bunny's videos when she got to try it, and she said that the barista only gave them enough to sell 20 a day until like that Sunday or something like that. And then but they sold out like first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
All of it for the entire week. And Bunny was like, "So you're getting more in on Sunday?" And she said, "No, we're done. We're out of it. They're not sending us more."
That's
And I was
so.
like, what the heck?
They're probably gonna be doing. I mean, I knew it was gonna be like super limited edition, like the one weekend thing, like they do with the Halloween ones.
Mm,
What's like the Frankenstein Frappuccino they have around Halloween?
I don't know. I don't
It's
drink Starbucks.
it's green. I don't know. So it's around that's how around Halloween time, and
Hmm.
like for like 24 hours or something like that. And so yeah, they probably weren't expecting it to be big, but they should have expected. I mean, it not only is it
Well,
Starbucks, it's a unicorn related item. Like
yeah,
they
wasn't it like an Instagram thing where people were making their own and like tweeting? I don't know. I remember like seeing stuff like that on Instagram where people were like making their own, I don't know, something. And then I heard that that's how then like Starbucks finally decided that they were going to do it. But apparently it was like not good because
it
it tasted sour.
it was mango frappe with
Hmm.
a blue raspberry like twist in it. And I'm like,
Hmm.
first of all, those are the weirdest flavors you could have picked for like
Yeah.
a unicorn. But I'm
Um,
not.
and
People
it
were
had
like,
like crushed up sweet tarts and stuff
yeah,
on
yeah.
the top of it. And yeah. I
See
don't
if
know. I wanted to try it, but then at the same time, I was like, I don't drink coffee, so I know I would only be buying it because of the hype, and I wouldn't even like it, so I'm not going to spend my money on it.
I think
I
that
couldn't find it either.
I think that frappuccino was coffee free because they do
Oh,
have
was it?
some that are coffee free, but
Yeah.
I think like the one other one is like this the chocolate chip one or something like that. I don't know. There's
Mm.
not a Starbucks near my town, so
Oh.
uh I just go to my local businesses and drink their coffee. I'm just kidding.
Oh, yeah, that one coffee shop that you have in the downtown area. Do you go
Oh
to that
yeah.
one a lot?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because if Jeremy's driving me,
Hmm.
we'll go to that one. But there is a Big B coffee that we like going to that's closer.
I like
Um,
Big B.
Big B's good. I do enjoy some.
Mhm.
I get the butter bear latte.
What's that?
It's caramel and white chocolate.
Oh.
I feel it's pretty good,
Hmm.
but that's super coffee, so I know you won't like it. It's
Yeah, I
like
used to get like the mango Frusian tea, or I don't know how they used to say it, and it was like a slushy, but then they changed it into more of like a smoothie. And I'm
hmm.
like, this is nasty. Can't you go back to how it was before?
Oh
But they
man.
didn't, so now I don't get it anymore. But I used to get it every morning when my mom drove me to school when I was in high school. We used to
Oh,
stop and get them. Hmm.
that's cute.
Yeah, it was cute.
That's super cute. Oh my
Hmm.
goodness, my sister's prom is tomorrow.
Is she going?
Yeah, Lauren and we have a foreign exchange student living with us right now. Her name is Elaine, and she's going too. So they're both going,
That's so exciting.
and I don't work, and so I'm super excited.
Oh my
Um,
gosh.
yeah, so I get to go see them. I'm trying to convince them to let me do their makeup, but Elaine is like,
Mhm.
no, no, don't touch me.
Why
And so
not?
she's really shy, and so
She's no fun.
she's really not a person who gets dressed up a lot or stuff like
Mhm.
that. Like we were surprised that she bought high heel shoes for her prom
Oh,
dress.
that's
And
fancy.
so we were like, I hope you're going to be comfortable in those cuz I don't think she's ever walked in a pair of high heel shoes and I'm like,
The answer is that she will not be.
yeah. She could
Nobody is comfortable in high heel shoes.
so she's going with her friends and Lauren is going with Lauren's friends and
Hmm.
so
What's
yeah.
Lauren wearing?
Lauren is I'll put there'll be pictures I can show you, but she has
Okay.
like this it's a black top, but it has like this chiffony kind of flowy skirt
Mm.
with like little black flowers in it, but it's kind of like it's like a cream mint, like a very light mint green um the see-through part on the skirt or something like that.
Hmm.
I don't know. My mom mentioning having to go get mint thread because she has to hem it, and I was like, okay, it didn't look green to me, but I haven't seen it up close. I only saw it in the
Yeah.
picture.
Oh,
So yeah,
that's
so
so
Lauren's excited.
cool. That's
Yeah,
good. Hmm.
yeah, I
And
think she'll
she's
have fun.
graduating soon, right?
Oh yeah, don't remind me. She just got her room assignment. She found roommates.
Oh my gosh.
Like she went out and they she made a that room matching whatever they do
Yeah.
profiles. She made one of those and then some girl emailed her and she was like, "I really like reading and I'm into calligraphy and plants." And I'm like, "Is this your twin sister that we lost somehow?"
Oh,
Like she was like, "Yeah, this girl seems really chill and cool and we have a lot in common." And so I'm really happy for Lauren because she was really worried because I mean, we were talking to her about living with her friend who they can't even live together their first year anyway because they're in different programs
mm-hmm.
and the dorms are very separated um, for the different programs at the school. And so they can't even live together, but I'm really happy Lauren found somewhere to live with people that I think she's gonna like. So
That's good. I
yeah,
was nervous for her because I
yeah,
didn't have a very good experience like my freshman year and with
hmm,
roommates and stuff because I don't know, I'm a very solitary person and I only had one roommate and that
oh,
was even like too difficult for me
hmm,
to live with one person.
yeah. I lucked out.
I'm
I
not
really
gonna
did.
handle being married and living with the same
How am I gonna handle being married? Oh man. Oh
kind
man. So, we are already like halfway through our program
Yeah.
already.
So our topic this week,
Oh yeah.
last week we talked about um Caitlin,
No,
what'd you say? Oh, you said the first. They're the
I said the
five
top
ways
five
that
things.
things
What?
that you need to know about me. I need to learn how to talk.
That's fine.
And so this week we're talking about the five things that you should know about Caitlin
Oh,
instead.
all right.
So
Take it
the
away.
first thing, I don't even know if I have five, to be honest.
You'll think of a
So
fifth.
I have a couple.
You'll think of
Um,
six.
I don't know if it'll be five. But the first thing you need to know about Caitlin is she's super into K-pop.
That is probably the number one thing that
It's
everyone
the
should
number
know
one thing.
when they meet me. But yeah,
Hmm
that's pretty,
definitely. You should get it just like tattooed across your face. I
oh,
really like K-pop.
not YouTube cats, I draw.
How did you like discover K-pop? How did you get into it?
Oh, okay. So I was a weeaboo in high school, and
What
so
does that mean
oh,
for
okay.
people who
For
don't know?
people who don't know what a weeaboo is, it's basically like a bad fan of anime, and what I mean by that is a person who only thinks that whatever they see in anime is Japanese culture,
Mm,
basically. And so it kind of borders along. It's kind of like an in part with cultural appropriation. I never really
hmm
culturally appropriated. I just was cringy and would be like trying to put Japanese words into my own language, like spewing out Japanese words like in my English and things like that, and that's not really nice. And I mostly was just a huge nerd.
Well,
And
why not? Why is that a bad thing to try to put Japanese into your own language? Were you
I
not using it
I
appropriately?
probably wasn't because
Oh,
I was like an eighth grader and I really didn't know what I was. But like, why do I have the need to say like waifu when my English word is just wife? You know what I mean? I say it now ironically. I'm like,
oh.
oh, Becca's my waifu, but like, I know that's probably not. I don't know.
Well,
It's just
because I do it. I don't know. I feel like people do that. If you speak another language or have some basic knowledge of another language, a lot of people like integrate it and will say it with their English. Like if people speak Spanish or have
right.
some basic knowledge of Spanish, they use Spanish words
Mhm.
in with their English, but they're not all Mexican or, yeah, Hispanic.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. I guess I didn't know what I was saying probably.
Yeah.
And also mispronouncing it and doing all that bad stuff. Anyway, it probably wasn't as weeaboo as like what people think weeaboo is right now. I just was cringy and like anyway. So I was into that when I was in middle school, and when I um and so I would listen to Japanese music a lot, which kind of
hmm
spun off into somehow finding Korean music, but not knowing it was in Korean at first.
Oh.
Yeah, so I remember I still have this playlist on YouTube, but it's not public anymore because I had to but I have
Anymore being the key word here.
before I knew how to private things on YouTube, I had a playlist called Asian Pop, which is the worst thing I could have ever called it. I didn't know what I couldn't hear the difference. Expose her. You're exposing me right now. This is
She has a YouTube channel where she
no,
talks exclusively about K-pop. So, oh, that's point number two.
no, it's not.
It is.
I'm not done with my story. So
Okay,
I
keep
got, so I somehow found, um, I started listening to it, not knowing it was in Korean.
mm.
Um, so I just would like find a few bops. But there are also Korean groups that will sing in Japanese and promote songs in Japanese. So it probably was a
Oh,
mix of the two. Oh yeah, they'll promote in China and Japan and Korea. Those will be
that's
like the
so
three main
fancy.
countries that they promote in. Some of their songs will be in English. That's not the point. The point is that I followed this blog that I remember specifically posting this 21 music video,
hmm
and I fell in love with 21. And
hmm
then I got into Block B, and that was it.
hmm
That was a few years later. I found Block B, and I was just like, "Yep, I'm in. I'm in." Because before then it was so casual. Can you imagine me just casually listening to it, but also listening to music in my own language? I can't.
No,
Yeah,
I
I can't.
can't anymore.
It's such a huge part of my life now, and I do have a YouTube channel where I used to talk about in-depth music video things, and because I really liked the aesthetics that they put into it, and I really like
Hmm.
talking about um, the style choices and the story behind the music videos, if there is one, and things like that. Just kind of reviewing it together, and that's just like the visual artist in me. I like
Hmm.
talking about that kind of stuff. Um,
It was really rad. Like you put a lot of work and effort into your videos, like way more than I ever do.
oh, you put a lot of effort into yours.
Not really.
Yes, you do. I think you
I
do.
I don't really. The only thing I put effort into are my reviews because I script those. But other than
Mhm.
that, I'm literally like I write down 5 to 10 topics and film rapid fire one after the
Yeah.
other because they're also formulated like if I have Wednesday videos, I already
Mhm.
have the topic, so that's like super easy. When I do my monthly wrap ups at the end, like that's super easy. Like I don't put a lot of effort into my videos because that's not the nature of BookTube.
Right.
But
Yeah.
you put a lot of effort in because you found like video clips and you would have stills in it that you were referencing and yeah, it was so
Yeah.
cool.
It was a lot of time editing. It was a lot of editing time
Hmm.
for me, and I think that's I got a little burned out from that.
Hmm.
Just because I wanted to have the, if I'm going to talk about a certain section in this music video, I want to have it up, you know.
Yeah,
Um, so I want to get back into it. But YouTube right now is like this weird place with like, advertisers pulling out and things like that. And I'm like, is this the avenue I really should be taking at the moment?
that's a topic
But
for another
that
podcast,
is
I'm
a topic
sure.
for another podcast. Because I mean,
Mm.
like you are pretty into it, and you just hit 400,
I have 430 now. So
430
between
subscribers.
like a week since we podcasted or whatever, whenever we were talking about it originally, I had 420 and now I'm up to 430. So I'm like,
Congratulations. That's a lot of.
I'm steadily gaining subscribers
That's
weekly
really
now,
cool.
which is crazy sauce to me.
Right.
But I haven't posted in like a week, so it's kind of like tapered off. I need to post more. I have a bunch filmed, but I didn't edit them all because I was had a bad mental weekend last week, so I
Yeah.
didn't do anything. But
You gotta take a weekend for yourself sometimes. You gotta do
yeah,
that.
that'll never happen. So, yep, you like K-pop. You had a YouTube channel. You still have it. You could go back to it if you wanted to.
I
And I think
will
that you
probably.
should.
I think now that I'm not gonna be working at McDonald's, I think that I'm gonna have a little more energy
Hmm.
to start that up again. Probably because now I have this extra week. I probably will film one or two
Hmm.
um, to just try to get myself back into it. See if I actually like it.
I think that you do because you were
I
always
know I
super
do.
excited when you were doing it. But I do the same thing. Like, I'm super excited to do it, but it's like editing and
Mhm.
thumbnails and waiting for things to upload and all
Mhm.
of that. It's stupid.
Yeah.
So I really admire the YouTubers. I watch this one booktuber. His name is Peter.
Is
Peter
he that
likes
funny
books.
guy that
Yes.
you showed
Yep.
me? He's so
And
funny.
now he has his like main channel. I don't know if he had it when I was like watching him. It's just Peter Mon. And he has like 40,000 subscribers on his main channel. And he still has like a couple thousand on his BookTube channel because that's just BookTube. But um he doesn't edit at all. He just like films and uploads. I mean, he cuts off like when he starts and when he stops. I don't know.
Mhm.
You must be able to do that right on YouTube, but I've never used
Yeah.
like YouTube for editing. But I am not, I don't know, articulate. There we go. I couldn't even think of that. I'm not that articulate to be able to do videos like that. Like, I can't imagine trying to do a live stream or something because I never know what I'm saying ever.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's I mean, I'm not. I'm the same way. Like I like having my edited videos because I do a lot of cuts. I say a lot of the same sentence over and over again, and so
Me
if I did
too.
that in a live stream, they're gonna think, oh, she's crazy. But speaking of live streaming, I have been thinking about live streaming me drawing.
That would be so
Um,
rad. You should
and
just do you now.
is that a thing? Because I was thinking of doing because there's a small community of people who do it on Twitch, and
Oh,
so
yeah, or Twitch. That would work too.
I was thinking
I
of
feel
doing
like
Twitch.
Twitch has a better reputation than you now. I don't know why, but I feel like you now is kind of sketchy. I don't know
Is
why,
it?
but it's
Dan
just
and
like,
Phil do you now all the time.
I mean, so does Peter. I watch his
Yeah,
you
yeah,
now
yeah.
streams. It's like, I don't know. Maybe it's just because I watch Peter and all he talks about is like drama YouTube channels and
Oh
all
man.
these trolls. What? I've never watched Dan and Phil you know. I should do that.
I always see them every time I go on Tumblr. They advertise it on Tumblr.
Oh,
I don't watch them. I don't watch Dan and Phil a lot
I
anymore.
do.
But
Oh, I love it.
Dan is not on fire is not a thing anymore.
I know he just
I
changed
watched
it.
that video.
And oh my God, that's crazy sauce. But I get where he's coming from.
Oh yeah,
I
absolutely.
totally get where he's coming from.
A lot of YouTubers started doing that, using their full name when that was an option. Because I remember, uh, what was it? Louise Pentland.
Hmm.
And she's British and she's
Yeah,
friends with them.
sprinkle
She
of
was
glitter.
Sprinkle of Glitter, and she changed it to her name and
Hmm.
some other people I can't think of right now,
I don't
honestly.
watch Louise anymore.
I don't either. She
Well,
start
does she still like upload consistently? Because I feel like she stopped for a while because she had a lot of stuff going on in her personal life,
Yeah,
like
she did.
getting pregnant and then married and then divorced. And then
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, dang.
Sometimes I'll watch her like her dating videos because she like made this thing where she wants to actually talk about adult things and not be known as
Uh-huh.
like and so sometimes I'll watch those. Like she was having like she had a few boyfriend things or whatever, I don't know. I followed her blog pretty
Aw,
consistently because she
that's
posts
cute.
pictures of her kid, and
Hmm.
that little girl of hers is so adorable.
Yeah,
Anyway.
she's really cute. I watched like, I don't know, one or two videos of that she did with her kid, and
Mhm.
she's so cute.
Yeah.
So, hmm
I don't know. Can you think of anything else that the world needs to know about me?
um, you draw. You kind of mentioned that.
Yeah.
You draw a lot. You used to design like the posters and stuff for shows in college.
Bash won. Speaking of posters,
It
Bash won.
did?
Bash won best poster.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, and I did
Your
I
posters always won. Like your posters won every year.
the 3 years I think. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think gruesome playground injuries won.
because you were the only one designing posters too.
Okay, well,
It was just you.
so
Like, which one is it gonna be?
last year I think I had 4 posters under my name in that, and then one person who wasn't me who made a poster, and I was like, well,
Oh, okay. But you even designed a couple for some of the main stage shows,
I
didn't
did.
you? Yeah.
I did two main stage ones. I tried doing a third one, but she ended up not liking it and went back to whoever was designing it. And I was like, I honestly don't care. It was last minute anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, no, I did a few main stages too, and those ones I'm really proud of. They're up in my portfolio. I have a section for my poster design because you want your versatility to show through, and if I can design posters for a theater, maybe that makes me more marketable.
It
Anyway,
does, because
it
you
does
know
for sure.
like basic graphic
Mhm.
design-ish. You know what looks aesthetically pleasing and what doesn't.
Yeah.
So,
And
I
it's all
mean that,
subjective too.
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That's what I was about to say. But I also have a lot of admiration for people who draw digitally like you do with your
Oh,
tablet
yeah.
because I don't know. Like watching you do that, I'm like, you're not, that's so strange because I only draw, I don't draw, but I color, but I don't draw. But I never learned technology to do that. Like I'm still pad and paper. And so watching people actually do it, I'm like, that is crazy sauce to me. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's really cool.
it took me a long time to. It is a learning curve because you're not looking where
Hmm.
your hand is. You're looking at a screen, and
Hmm.
so it is kind of like a. You just have to associate
Hmm.
that. Oh, this cursor is your hand on the screen that is your computer
Yeah,
screen. You know.
that's crazy. I think that's the
Yeah.
part that gets me. I'm like, wow, that's so crazy. But a lot of the styles that I see, because you can kind of tell when people do art digitally now, like as I'm scrolling through Tumblr and stuff, I'm like, oh, that was digital, that was by hand type of
Mhm.
thing. Just like the textures they use and how it looks. So
Mhm.
can you get more realistic with it instead of, I guess
Um,
it would be more helpful if I had examples, but
you can get pretty photorealistic if you
mhm,
have the skill to do it. I'm
mhm,
not a person who can draw that way or likes to draw that way. So I
mhm,
mean, but if you really wanted to, I've seen some pretty. It's mostly of people drawing K-pop idols, like
mhm.
recreating a photo. Sometimes I
Sure.
can't tell the difference. It's
It's
pretty close.
crazy.
Yeah, people get really crazy, and of course they're like these 18-year-olds who are
Oh
like
man.
way better than me, and I'm like, damn,
That's a topic for another podcast too,
that's
because
another
that's
topic.
something that we've been wanting to talk about for a
Oh yeah.
long time, is people our age or younger than us being like hella successful, and we're sitting here like potatoes.
Oh man. We are our own we are our own successful potato in our own way.
That's true.
Is that the title of the episode?
For that one, when we talk about that, successful potatoes
We're a
will
successful
be.
potato.
Ah.
Yeah, that's another topic cuz success I mean, you got to define your own success and stuff like that. Anyway, so yeah, digital drawing and there are a lot of people who will actually sketch out by hand
Mhm.
what they want to draw and ink it and then color that digitally.
Oh,
So
that's
just like a
so
digital
cool.
coloring book, you know?
Oh man,
There's
that
so many
kind of
different
stuff
ways to
is
do
so
it.
cool. I guess like if I really wanted to, I could teach myself to draw now. But I always think like, man, I wish I could do that. And it's like, well, I could if
Yeah,
I really wanted to.
yeah.
But mm, that
10,000 hours.
yeah,
10,000 hours it takes. That's what my dad always says.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's so interesting.
yeah. Well,
Okay.
there's like a thing too also that is like I don't know, it's from a book. I don't know. He says it to me because it's from a book. I don't know. Anyway.
Oh, you also, along with being creative with your drawing, you sew a lot and you costume. That's what you went to school for.
That is what I went to school for. That's
These
the
are all
thing.
the things that I think of like when I think of you. I'm like sewing, drawing, K-pop.
Yep. Yeah, I did go to school to learn costume design and technology. That was the official uh program I was in. Um the
No,
official
it's not.
title of it, I don't theater stuff. I studied theater stuff. What is the rat wing? Oh, the right wing? Oh no.
What are you talking
the right the right side of the stage. What is a surger? I don't know what voice
Okay,
I'm doing.
enough.
So, guess what? I'm not an actor.
But you have. I got to
I
see
have.
you in one show.
I was
Wait,
in one
what?
show.
Okay, I'm like, there wasn't
Yep.
more, was there?
No, I did do that one show, and I was really happy I did that one show because I do miss acting. I don't know if
Yeah,
it'll be something I pursue in the future, unless it's like something really good, or if it's like a group of friends that I'm like, I want to do this, and they're like,
like
okay.
Star Kid. We should just be Star Kid.
Girl, you
Because
have
that
no
is
idea
my
how much
dream.
that dream. That is my dream. I
That
would love
is
to have.
literally my dream. I'm like, come on, people. Let's just do this.
I
Because
want
it
to
would be
write.
so cool.
I want to write my magical girl parody musical.
You
That
need to
I will. I can't write. I'm trying to. I'm slowly learning to write music. Um,
have
but
someone else do the music.
I want complete control over my
Oh
work.
my God.
I'm
And
just
then you're going to star in it and only cast yourself and design the poster.
And the costumes. Someone else can direct though. Yeah. What of it? Anyway. Um, so yeah, I studied that. That's what I'm gonna go do over the summer is go costume and be a stitcher in a at a theater for the summer, and so I'm really excited for that. It
That's
starts
so
in a few
cool.
weeks. Yeah.
Hmm.
So I get
I
to
need,
tell
yeah.
all my adventures in Ohio uh on the podcast.
Aw, that'll be so much fun.
Yeah, it'll be good.
Oh, I'm so excited to hear about everything
Yeah.
because I'm just going to be sitting at home all summer because I have summers off. Oh, but I got like my paperwork because I have summers off because I'm a teacher. So they tell us that we can file for unemployment for the summer. But one of the conditions for unemployment is like that you have to be actively seeking employment, like another source of employment. And I'm like, but I have a job. Like, I don't
Get a
understand. So Josh thinks that it's like I have to submit proof that I'm putting in applications to
mhm.
places. And I'm like, that is so stupid to me. I don't like that. I don't
That's
know.
interesting.
Mm-hmm. So I
Yeah.
don't know if that's like really how it works. I should ask some of the other people. But yeah, I don't know. Okay, so that was four things. I cannot think of a fifth one.
I can't either. I'm not interesting.
You are
Um
interesting. I'm not
I
interesting.
No, you're interesting. Um we
Um,
compliment each other a lot.
we do. You, I know,
Okay.
I know. You have some really amazing jokes.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. I am the
Yeah.
joke master.
Mm-hmm.
Should that be a segment on here as I come and find new jokes?
Yeah, can we have like a joke cast where we just
Jokecast. Yeah. Yeah, we'll do that. Yesterday, was it yesterday? Yesterday or the day before, my sister and I were doing RuPaul puns, and then we were
Uh-huh.
tweeting them out. Did you see our huge thread of like tweets? Oh,
No, I
I'll have to
didn't.
show it to you.
Yeah.
I was like, what do you call a drag queen that works at Payless? Shoe Paul. But we were going back and forth, like we were just
That
replying
is
to each other.
hilarious.
We have this huge chain of like um of like RuPaul jokes, and then my dad, like, because he's on Twitter all the time and he likes to interact with us on the web, he's like, what do you call a drag queen that's sick? Flu Paul. And I was like, good job, Dad. That's a good one. We didn't think of Flu Paul.
That is so cute.
Yeah,
I
so
love
we were
it.
doing that. My mom came up with, this is an untweeted one. She's like, what was it? Uh, what do you call a drag queen that breaks up with someone? It's not me, it's you, Paul. And I about died when my mom said that, and my sister was like, "Can you calm down, please?" And I was like, "No, my mom is so funny." Oh, that was so good.
That's hilarious.
I
I'm
love those
not
kinds of
good at
jokes.
coming up with puns, but I find them really entertaining. Like, not in an ironic way. Like, I
Mhm.
really love puns.
I like a
And
good pun.
I don't know. That's another thing that, like, I admire people who can come up with puns on the fly because my mind doesn't work that way. But, yeah.
Yeah, those are some good five things that you thought of for me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It makes me feel loved that those kinds of things are noticed by my best friend.
Uh,
Anyway, why are we so far away from each other?
I know. I
uh,
miss you.
I miss you too.
I don't
We're gonna
think there's
like
a day that goes by that I'm like, I wish Caitlin was here.
I know, I think the same way. I'm like, why does McDonald's not have Josh, and why am I not getting chicken nuggets with Becca right now? Like,
Oh,
I'm making the chicken nuggets. This is wrong. But not anymore. This
oh
is
my
my
God.
no more nugs for me. I might eat some nugs tonight, but you never know. Anyway.
I find myself saying like the strangest things lately. Like, I don't know if it's like once you hit a certain age, I'm only 25, but once you like hit a certain age, you start like looking back and you're like so amazed by the world. And I don't know
Mhm.
like why that's happening to me lately, but um, I was writing our menu, our like snack menu or something at work up on the board for the kids to see.
Mhm.
And it was in the morning before they came or anything. So I was talking to my TA and I was like, what's for snack today? And I looked at it and it said that we were supposed to have soft pretzel sticks with dipping sauce, but it was crossed out and it said apple-shaped pretzels. And I was like, what? Apple-shaped pretzels? And she was like, yeah, and pulled the bag down and it was like these big, like soft pretzels, but they were shaped like apples, like leaf, stem, and all. And I just looked at it and I'm like, apple-shaped pretzels? What a time to be alive.
Apple shaped pretzels, that's the best thing since sliced bread. That's what I'm getting from that.
Oh man.
Wowza. What are you
But
feeding your children?
yeah, like I literally keep stumbling across things. I'm like, what a time to be alive. And Josh is like, will you stop?
Yeah, we live in a pretty okay time at the moment, you
Hmm.
know? Yeah,
Yep. It's,
it's all right. She's
it's
okay.
okay. Well, I mean,
That's debatable. Ugh,
yeah, things could
yeah.
be better, but
Well, next week on the episode on episode 3. Um, all right, yeah. We're hitting that time. We're actually over
oh,
than what we did last time. So that's nice. Or is Mally still in the room?
you
I
can
mean, I
wrap
could keep
it up.
talking.
No,
Oh yeah.
that's okay. We can wrap it up. We gotta save
No,
some
that's
things.
fine. We gotta go. We gotta go.
I gotta go. I have to go like wash my cat or something like that.
Stuff and things. You gotta do stuff and things.
Hmm.
You know what I found ironic, which I'll end the episode on, is that our goal is to post these on Sunday, and there's no mail on Sundays. Isn't
Aww,
that fun?
I could cry right now. That's the
Oh,
cutest thing.
oh. I know
I
this first
love
episode
it.
was posted Monday because of technical difficulties, but Sundays are gonna be the day, I
Okay,
promise.
Jenna Marbles.
Okay. Oh, damn. All right. I know I look like it because I'm like at a weird up angle on my laptop in a bedroom right now, but
Oh my God.
OG Jenna Marbles. Damn.
Okay,
Okay.
we need
All
to
right.
go.
We need to go. All right. Becca, we'll see you next week,
Okay,
and we'll all talk to you next time. See you guys later. Bye.
bye.